Dozens of residents along this street in Etobicoke are dealing with the aftermath of yet another devastating round of flooding. They are now wanting help from the city to look into dealing with the infrastructure issues, which they believe is the cause for all of this.
We were on the path to repairs again when we went on vacation, which is now we're on vacation, and we got word that it happened again.
A second flood in just a matter of weeks. Etobicoke residents have had enough and are looking for answers.
We have neighbors that are telling us that people are sitting in their cars bawling their eyes out because no one knows where to go from here. Why even bother start repairs if this is just going to happen again?
Residents believe infrastructure issues and nearby construction of the LRT are part of the problem.
There's a lot of dirt that's being moved. Normally, what would happen would there'd be a heavy rainfall and it would be carried over to the Etobicoke Creek. But now with all this concrete replacing dirt, water doesn't seem to have anywhere to go. Experts
say we are on track for record precipitation in Toronto.
As of today, August the 19th, Toronto's received almost 60% of its annual precipitation in just this short part of the summer. The last record was set in 2008, but that was the highest going back to 1935. So it could be one of the wettest years we've had in almost a century.
Meanwhile, the City of Toronto said in a statement, while the City of Toronto is working to improve its infrastructure, these improvements alone cannot completely prevent flooding. During heavy rain events, the sewers can become overloaded. The combination of heavy rain and hard surfaces covering the city results in more water making its way into the stormwater system. And intense storms like those we've experienced this summer can bring a rainfall intensity to some areas of the city that can overwhelm sewer systems. Property owners are encouraged to speak with a licensed plumber or contractor to determine whether the devices are installed correctly and at the right location, like some basements have more than one floor drain.
Mississauga, which got particularly hard hit, Peel Region, has been working fairly diligently at putting in stormwater retention structures, and that's helped eliminate flooding in a number of areas. But it's a big city, it's an older city in certain parts of it, so there will be neighborhoods that are going to be suffering from older infrastructure that cannot be fixed instantaneously.
Catalina, you really have to feel for these families. Is the city doing anything to help these residents?
Well, Cynthia, the city has a basement flooding protection program which looks into more than 65 flooding areas across the city in hopes of reducing the risk and making improvements to drainage routes. But there's no short-term solution. For each of these areas being studied, an environmental assessment needs to occur, and each one of those assessments could take more than 2 years to complete. So in the meantime, City Council has asked the mayor to speed up the budget for this program, but essentially residents are just going to have to sit and wait for these results to come in.